Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you are attending marketing conferences, seminars, training events, and you come away feeling more confused than you went in, the training sessions haven't made much sense to you, and you're feeling like, was it actually worth my time? I want to share with you in today's video how me attending marketing conferences and something that I'm doing at that event that has nothing to do with the training from the front of the room has generated me an additional $1 million plus in revenue for my business. Let's talk about it. Firstly, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Penberthy. I'm the founder of a company called AdClients.com. And on my entrepreneurial journey of selling courses, coaching, training online, myself and my team, we've generated over $13 million in revenue doing this stuff. Traffic, funnels, offers, you name it, we talk about it here on the channel. So I'm glad you're now a part of our community. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any videos. In today's video, I want to talk about marketing conferences. I want to talk about the problem with going to these events. And I also want to talk about something that I've done that, of course, has generated me well over 7 figures in additional revenue. Let's start with the problems. The problem is that with marketing conferences, we're often going there looking for a short-term play. And actually, there is a long-term play that is up for grabs that we miss. So let me go ahead and explain. It's not necessarily a problem. It's just something to be aware of. We go to marketing conferences and events and seminars because the promise is that from the front of the room, we're going to be taught some strategies that are current and working right now. And the problem, as I'm sure you've experienced, is that you get a flood of strategies and ideas. And some of them are good, by the way. Some of them are actually going to be helpful, but you leave more confused. You're left with loads of strategies, trying to put the pieces together. You've kind of just been in the zone. You didn't really talk to many people in the corridors. You didn't really make friends with the people either side of you. You didn't really network at all. In fact, you were just consumed by the content and you left hoping that the content you received was going to be the golden ticket that you've been looking for. Now, as I mentioned, not really a problem, not necessarily anything wrong with that, but you're missing a long-term play. And I want to make this very clear. There is a big difference in your business or the success of your future business with focusing on short-term versus long-term plays. So let me give you an example of short-term versus long-term outside of the context of marketing conferences, and then we will dive back into that topic. Short-term play, turning on paid traffic, okay, to generate customers and clients. If we go to Facebook or YouTube or TikTok or any other platform and we put some money up front, all right, and we pay for some traffic, we are going to get some traffic. There's no doubt about it. It's guaranteed traffic. Now we have the opportunity to convert that traffic into revenue. So that's a short-term win. That's a short-term play. Turn on some ads, generate traffic. A long-term play is going to be what I'm doing right now. Uploading videos onto YouTube, staying consistent with doing that. And over time, your channel, your videos will generate more momentum and you will reach more people, but you're not gonna get 100,000 views on a video on the first day if your channel on YouTube is brand new. Same is true for any other organic traffic strategy that you are trying to utilize. So there's short-term versus long-term. So now let's dive back in to the context of a marketing conference. The short-term play is going there and hoping to consume information from the front of the room, go home, next day, implement it, get results. The long-term play that people are missing, and it's an absolute gold mine, but it's not a gold mine for today, it's a gold mine for months, if not years, in the future, are the relationships and the people that you meet at those events. Let me give you an example from my own experience. I've got what we call joint venture partners, JVs, as we call it in our space. I've got joint venture partners that we have together generated 6 figures, sometimes multiple 6 figures by partnering up on a promotion together. That promotion can often only span over 7 days. And that's our business together kind of over unless we do it again 6 months later or a year later. So in a span of 7 days, I'm able to generate 6 figures of revenue by collaborating with someone else in my industry. I do that over and over and over again. I do it multiple times a year. I've generated well over $1 million in with these joint venture partnerships. I'm actually being quite conservative with that. It's likely much higher than the 7-figure number, maybe ranging into the multiple, but that's neither here nor there. A lot of extra revenue, okay? And people always ask me, John, How do you make those connections? How do you have someone promote your product? How do you find a good person to promote with, and how does that even happen? And I say the same thing to my clients as I'll say to you right now. There is no magic bullet with this. There is no, oh, I've got a new product, I would like some partners to promote. Can you connect me with someone? And no, it's relational. It always comes from relationship. So what I do is I go to these marketing conferences and I connect with people. I build relationships with people. I even see if there's anything that I can do up front to help someone else, with the knowledge that obviously at some point perhaps that favor will come back round, and I can ask a favor of someone else who could help me in my business, right? This doesn't even just go for partnerships. It might be that there are people at that event that in a year's time you're going to have some accountability with, and maybe there's a business partner that you'll find at one of these events. Point is, when you go to marketing conferences, you don't want to purely sit in that chair with pen to notepad, trying to take what you can from the front of the room, head down when you walk through the corridor, back to your hotel room, and you leave the event. What you want to be doing is consuming the content, yes, but you also want to take that opportunity to network with. But you also want to take that opportunity to network with the people around you. You never know who is sat to your left or to your right. I've been at marketing events before where I haven't paid any attention to the dude who's sat next to me because he's wearing some tatty shorts with some flip-flops and he's got scruffy hair, and it's so easy to judge a book by its cover. And this has happened to me where then I do end up having a conversation and finally figure out that this person's actually worth $100 million. They just sold their company for 80 million last year, and now they're back in the game. And you just never know who you're sat next to. So when you go to these marketing conferences, connect with people, build relationships, stay in contact with those people. You can even go above and beyond. Remember birthdays, remember anniversaries, send out gifts, send messages. If you're going to another event where someone who you connected with before you know is going to be there, hit them up, send them a message ahead of time so that you're preparing to connect again. Cement that relationship. And again, it's a long-term play. Many months, if not a year or two later, maybe there's a promotion to be had together. Maybe there is a business relationship. Maybe there's even customers, clients in that room that would want to buy what it is you have to offer. And that is how I've made well over an additional 7 figures going to marketing events. It's relationship, it's playing the long game, not just the short game. So let me know in the comments box below, have you ever attended an in-person event, conference, seminar? Let me know in the comments box before. Have you gotten value out of going to that event? We love reading those comments. Let us know. Also, don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're putting out new content every single week that I think you'll find helpful. And if you found this video helpful, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button on this video, and we'll see you in a future one. Take care.